Hi, Kiai Palaio here. Today we're going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes a seller can make in 2026. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're thinking about selling a property here in Hawaii, hopefully here on Oahu. And I want to chat with you about how things have changed some, and some of these are not new. But there are 5 mistakes that I see people making in today's market, and if you stick around, I've got a bonus mistake to offer too. So let's start with the number one mistake I see people making. And this is huge, and this has happened since the NAR settlement. Number one is not offering a clear compensation to a cooperating broker, the broker that's bringing the buyer in. Prior to August 12th of 2024, it was really clear how everybody got paid. Now things have changed. After August 12th, commissions have always been negotiable, but they're particularly negotiable now, and there are a few options that some companies and brokers are offering that, in my opinion, work against your interest. And you want to have a clear commission that when someone calls your broker and says, or is the seller offering compensation? The answer should be yes, and here's the amount that the seller is offering. All right, a specific amount. Many firms in town are saying their client is negotiable, and you know what? That doesn't tell anyone how and if they're going to get paid. So number one is be sure that you and your broker come up with an exact amount that is going to be paid to an agent that brings you a buyer, because you need that cooperation to help get your property sold. Number two is an oldie but a goodie, and that's pricing too high. It's hard to believe that even in 2026, you can price a property too high, and you can. And what that does is that kills your marketing effort. Now, some sellers will say, well, I can always come down. Well, if you don't have people coming to see your property, if they're not making offers, you have nothing to negotiate. You're almost better off erring on a lower price so you get lots of interest, lots of activity, and lots of offers than putting it so high that people go, this person is out of their mind. You do not want to price too high. You want to work with your broker and make sure that you get your listing priced right so that you have interest, activity, and offers. Number three is not preparing your property for the market. It could be as simple as hiring a professional cleaner, cleaning all the windows, getting it nice and crisp. And it could be as complicated as painting the interior, getting rid of that carpet with the dog smell, that wall that has a hole in it, fixing the hole. These are low cost items that will make you money at the end of the day. Some people will say, well, why don't I just agree to give the buyer the money so that they can fix the problem? The challenge with doing that is buyers can't see through it. All they see is a hole. They don't know how to fix a hole, and they don't want to fix a hole. Fix the hole, make your property fresh and presentable. You would never sell a car dirty if you're selling a car, right? We were selling a house that's about, let's see, a lot more expensive than a car, and you would wash your car to get it ready, right? If there are things that you can do to make it fresher and to present better, then do them so that when a person walks in, they can fall in love. Number four, picking the cheapest agent. This is not a way to make a business decision. You want to be sure that you have someone who's professional, experienced, who brings knowledge of the game to you, who is self-aware and is going to protect your interests and can get you the most money. To base your entire decision on the cheapest commission could end up costing you a pile of money. And you don't want to lose that money. A great broker will make you money even if you're paying them a full commission. Number 5, I think it's a huge mistake in the world today. There's something called phased marketing. Some agents, some companies use this kind of marketing plan. And what that does is it's phased. The name tells you what they do. They put it on the market a little bit, then they put it on the market a little bit more, and then about a month later, you're on the entire market. I call it dribbling your listing onto the market. The way you get the most money is for your listing to hit the entire market all at the same time, where you create energy, momentum, excitement, and potentially showings, offers, and a sale. The shorter period of time that your property is available to the market, the more money you get in 2026. So if your agent is saying, I want to present it to my clients first because I may have a buyer for it, I think you may be leaving money on the table. And here's why. If you give me a listing cheap enough, I can bring a buyer in on it. And that's true of many, many agents. You want to make sure that it's broadly exposed as quickly as it can be exposed. And then you want to get the buyer that's going to pay the most money for your property. That makes you money. Now, finally, I told you that I'm going to give you the bonus mistake or thing you should do to get the most money. And that's when you're hiring a broker, the bonus is you want references. Any great real estate broker or agent can give you references. And in my opinion, you want 3 as a minimum. Once you get beyond 3, it becomes burdensome, right? But 3 references, and you need to check them. Call those people up and say, hey, how did John do? How did Kiahi do? How did Betty do? How did Lehua do, right? And ask them about the services they provided. And more importantly, nobody's perfect. Say, well, gosh, what could they have done better? And if you do that, in my opinion, at the end of the day, you're going to have dotted the I on making sure that you have the right real estate agent or broker handling the largest financial transaction that you will probably do in your lifetime to that date. So let's start from the top. Just to summarize, number 1, you want to offer to pay a clear amount to a buyer's agent. Number 2, don't overprice your listing. Number 3, be sure to take the time to prepare your property for sale. Number 4, don't hire an agent just because they're the cheapest commission. Number 5, run away from a phased marketing program. You want it all on the market at the same time. And don't forget our bonus, get references. Those are the mistakes that you can make. And if you do the opposite of that, you make sure that you dot all those I's and cross those T's, I assure you, you're going to get a great agent, or should get a great agent, and you're going to have a great experience, and more importantly, get your property sold easily, effortlessly, and put the most money right into your good old jeans. Now, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to answer them. In the meantime, have a great day.